March Madness is finally upon us with some big wins and surprise upsets already in the books after just one day. Many people, including us, are already seeing their brackets busted after surprise losses by Virginia and Arizona on Thursday.
I was one of those people. Arizona is one of my favorite states, so I picked them. And also, I didn't think Princeton was going to beat them. And then I had never heard of Furman like a lot of other people, but now everyone knows their name.
So today, another 16 teams will face off to determine who moves on to the next round. I actually, in one of my, I filled out 2 different brackets. In one of my brackets, I did have Princeton because I have a rule. Generally, I always pick the Ivy League team to go all the way.
See, these are the rules that we have.
Like I always pick the Ivy League team to go all the way, whether it's Yale or whoever makes it. And this year, it was Princeton. But for today's first round games, let's talk about that. It's USC, Xavier, and Baylor.
Yeah, but you're not the only one who has your eye on some of the games today. I'm rooting for most of the same teams, but picked Michigan State to beat USC today. So we also filled out our own brackets and have our guesses as to who will make it to the Final Four. I had a little bit of help. Well, I had a lot of help with my picks.
A lot of help.
First off, my very good friend, Tara Miller, who knows she's my go-to sports guru for everything. She sort of guided me through most of it. She didn't tell me what to pick, but she would sort of go, when I would say something, and I would know. And then ultimately, I had my cat Monk pick the Final Four.
Let's see, Monk.
First elimination, Baylor. Second elimination, Michigan. Houston is third, which leaves...
Yeah, there you go. So I know I sound like a play-by-play from like a golf tournament, but I didn't want to freak him out. Cats can be a little skittish. He's highly food motivated, which is why I put treats on the bottom there.
So what we're looking at here on this screen is what Monk picked?
Monk's final picks. Yeah, so UConn to take the whole thing. And I have to admit that part of the reason that UConn got this far is not because I don't think it's a good team. I think UConn's a great team. But I was also going based on like the names of these teams that I have to say often in the scripts that I read. And I was like, I'm always talking about UConn. I realize now
it's the women's game.
It's the women's game. But hey, Monk agrees. He's not smart, but he is good looking and he is food motivated.
He is very good looking.
He is food motivated, so that's how it worked out for me.
In Monk we trust.
Yeah. Let's see what you ended up with.
So I did a story for CBS Mornings where I spoke to a couple of people, including John Rothstein for CBS Sports, who's like a savant when it comes to basketball. This dude can recall games from like the 90s, the day that it was played, exactly the players who sunk the three-pointer at the last buzzer. Like, it's insane. But I spoke to him, and he gave me some tips. And then I had 2 really, really smart data scientists from MIT who built an algorithm that spits out a number of different brackets. And last year, in a competition with 20 million brackets, theirs came out in the top 2,000.
Yeah.
And they only missed being in the top 20 by 1 game. That's algorithm amazing. Picked it. So I used them to help me pick my brackets along with my producer, Alyssa Candiati. We came up with Houston. Also because Shauna Thomas, our boss at CBS Mornings, is a Houston fan, so I figured...
Might as well keep the boss happy.
Exactly right. So I went with Houston, Baylor, Purdue. I picked Baylor, Houston, Gonzaga, Houston. My pick, Houston, and we're still alive.
We're still alive.
The Final Four.
Yeah, I mean, some of our picks haven't made it, but we're still alive.
Still there.